Hi, this is Michael Meltzer from Advocate Realty. If you know me at all, you'll know that I'm a very methodical person. And that's why when I started out in this business over 20 years ago, instead of just hitting the pavement and trying to sell people houses, I decided to ask people questions and find out what they were looking for in a real estate agent. And one of the questions I asked people was, what's the most important character trait you'd look for in a real estate agent? Without question, the number one answer that came back to me is, we want somebody we can trust. Probably about 70% of people said that's the most important thing they'd look for. The other 30% were made up of answers like, we want someone who's aggressive, or we want somebody who knows the neighborhood, or we want somebody who we feel comfortable with, or we have a relative who's in the business. But trust was clearly number one. I don't often think about this survey, but I did think about it a couple of weeks ago when I received a phone call from people who are thinking of selling their house and who are interviewing a few different agents. Now, it's not uncommon for them to ask us different questions, but one question they always ask is, what do you think our house is worth? I was honest with them and I said, based on the comparables, I think your house is probably worth about $1 million. I found out later that agent number 2 told them $1 million as well, and agent number 3 told them $1.2 million, which I found extremely high and couldn't justify by any of the comparables. The couple ended up selecting agent number 3, probably because of the high price, but also I had asked them why, and they said, well, we're looking for an aggressive agent. So I said, okay, thank you very much for considering me, good luck. But then I went away and I thought about things and I said, you know, I've always thought of myself as being aggressive. I'm not in-your-face aggressive, but when it comes time to negotiating and it comes time to getting things done, I get things done. But everybody defines aggressiveness differently. And so I was fine with that. But I was surprised when I saw their house come out on the market for $1 million with agent number 3, who had told them $1.2 million. And that made me think, well, they obviously didn't trust agent number 3's price advice, but they decided to go with that agent anyways, perhaps because of the aggressive factor. And I thought, well, let's see how things worked out. It turned out that their house sold for $1 million, or slightly below. And aggressive obviously didn't change their outcome, at least not in this case, which got me to thinking a couple more things. I'm always thinking, as you can tell. And what I was thinking was, well, you know, trust is number one, but I know as a buyer, I don't want to deal with an aggressive salesperson. I'll run the other way. And most of the people in my neighborhood are young professionals who also don't want to deal with aggressive or slick-talking salespeople. They'd rather deal with somebody on a professional basis. So when you're thinking of selling your home, hire the agent who you think is going to best represent your home to the type of buyer who's going to buy your home. The second thing I realized was, in all my experience, the best salespeople and the best negotiators I've met have not been slick talkers or aggressive. They've all just been very, very good at their jobs. I can't say that I'm innocent though, because I have ended up dealing with aggressive or slick-talking salespeople and I haven't walked away with a good feeling. And so now what I've learned is that I could find somebody who I trust, and I could find somebody who's not aggressive or slick-talking, and my experience is going to be better. And that's my advice to you. When you're looking for an agent, you can have it all. You don't need to choose between trust and aggressiveness and anything else. Keep talking to agents until you find an agent who's going to give you absolutely everything that you're looking for, and then get ready to sell your house. That's the best advice I can give you. As always, please don't keep me a secret. If you hear of anybody who's thinking of selling their home or buying a new home and is looking for an agent who really knows his stuff and who doesn't pressure his clients, I'd really appreciate it if you put us in touch. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.